Assalamualaikum students. I hope all of you are fine and all of you must have watched the previous videos about chapter number 1, that is operating system. Up till now we have discussed some points about operating systems. All of us are now able to define operating systems and some commonly used operating systems. The next topic that is under discussion is types of operating system. Few types, that is from batch processing operating system to multiprocessor operating system, are already discussed. Today we are going to discuss the rest of three types. If you are having any confusion regarding these types, you can ask me. The type that we are going to discuss today is parallel processing operating system. As you can see that the word parallel shows something that is running side by side. So in parallel processing operating system, the task is divided into many tasks, and that single task is being processed by multiple processor. It means that in a parallel processing operating system we are having more than one processor, and those processors are used to run a single task parallelly at the same time. So it means this type of operating system are being used at higher levels. For example, like they are used in supercomputers that have thousands of processors used with it, and it runs a huge calculations at a time. The next type is distributed operating system. First of all, you must have understand the word distributed. Distributed environment means an environment of a network. Here it is also mentioned that the operating systems that are used in a networking environment are distributed operating system. A distributed operating system is a software which has to manage the operations of a distributed systems, means in a networking environment. Okay, as you can see that it is mentioned in a distributed system, user program may run on any computer in the network and access data on any other computer. It means if there is a task, it may run on any computer that is available in the networking environment. So what are the advantages of distributed operating system? First of all, it provides you the fast execution of any application software, and it automatically balances the load in the network. So all the load is divided among the various computers in a network, and that is due to this the processing speed is fast enough. Okay, the third type that we are going to discuss is embedded operating system. As we have already discussed embedded operating systems when we discussed real-time operating system, and we have also discussed the examples of ATM. So just let's revise the concept of embedded operating system. Embedded operating systems are those operating systems which are specified for some specialized hardware like microwave ovens, TV, camera, washing machine, games, and even for the toys. And ATM is also a specialized machine which has its own software, and these softwares run a very specific task on a very specific devices. They run automatically when the devices are in use, and they perform the specific task. For example, when you use microwave oven, when you switch on the microwave oven, when you give it the power, it starts displaying some time. You select the time, or you can select any other option from its functions. For example, if you are selecting a timer for 30 seconds, so that software is supporting the hardware of a microwave to operate for a 30 seconds, and when these 30 seconds are up, the software and hardware both will communicate with each other, and microwave one will go off. With this topic, we have completely covered the type of operating systems. Let's revise them once again. I am going to the previous slide. Types of operating systems. Batch processing operating system means tasks are grouped together and processed in the batches. Multi-programming operating system means multiple programs are running, multitasking. You must able to differentiate between multi-programming and multitasking. Now the task you have to do is differentiate between multi-programming and multitasking. Create a table uh, and mention the differences. You can take help from your textbook, and you have to send me that in my personal messages. Then we also discussed time sharing, real time, multiprocessor, and today we have discussed parallel processing, distributed and embedded operating system. Okay, students, the last topic, which is like a smaller topic from the types of operating system. It is basically all the operating systems are basically classified into two types, that is single user and multi-user operating system. These types are classified according to the number of the users. For example, as their name tells it, name shows single user, all the operating systems that are being used by a single user are known as single user operating system, and all those operating systems that are being used by hundreds and in some cases thousands of users are known as multi-user operating system. So the basic difference is the single user operating system allow only one person or one user to operate a computer at a time. For example, DOS and Windows, like we use Windows 8, Windows 10, all of these are single user operating system. And we have already discussed DOS. It is an old operating system which was also a single user operating system. But now but nowadays it is a very much common trend to do work in a networks, and thousands and hundreds of users coordinate and contact with each other. So to resolve such problems, multi-user operating systems were introduced, in which there are different terminals, or microcomputer. Terminal means a computer or a system, and those terminals are used with the central computer known as server in a network. Some common examples of multi-user operating systems are Unix, Linux, Windows 2000, Windows NT, Mac OS X, and there are also some other operating system that supports multi-user environment. And these type of operating systems are used on mainframe computers and mini computers also. Okay, students, if we talk about in terms of differences between single user operating system and multi-user operating system, we can differentiate like a type of operating system that provides and facilitates only one user at a time. All those softwares which allow only one user at a time are categorized as single user operating system, but its opposite is a type of operating system that provides resources and services to multiple users at a time. These multiple users could be hundreds and thousands of users at the same time. Single user operating systems have two types, and those are single user operating system with single tasking and with multiple tasking. ऐसा ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम जिसमें जो कि सिंगल यूज़र हो बट इट अलाउ सिंगल टास्क, और it may allow multiple tasks. But it's in contrast, multi-user operating system have examples like time sharing and distributed operating systems that we have already discussed. Single user operating systems are much simpler as compared to multi user operating system. They are more complex, and these are the examples of single and multiple user operating system, and these examples we have already discussed. Some other examples of single user operating system are all those operating systems which are installed in our tablets, in our laptops, mobile phones, like pocket PCs, Palm operating system, and OS. And the other examples of multitasking operating system are Windows, Mac operating system, and Linux, as we have already discussed. So students, with this we have completed our lecture. If you are having any confusion, you can ask me.